Orgullosamente Latino hasta la muerte y después. Worldwide Latino pride, the ambassadors of violence. LAX, K-Dog, the notorious 187 homicide.
We be so big, dang, da, dang, da, dang, dang. Don't say nothing, dang, da, dang, da, dang, dang. We be so big, dang, da, dang, da, dang, dang. Just act like you know, and homie, stop rockin'.
Through stomping, I'm from Miami, not Compton. Down with the S's in the 6-4 hopping. To my Boricuas in the 787, and those up in Brooklyn pulling 211.
I come through stomping, rolling in my low top chucks, making sure you suckers feel me every time we buzz. Shackled up like a nut, going 5150, G'd up and the feet up, creased up in some dickies.
I rap a lot.
Okay, the first DVD for this section is going to be IWA Puerto Rico, Summer Attitude 2. This actually took place in the baseball stadium, so it's an outdoor show, which is pretty cool. The match on here that I really liked were, of course, the minis. Mascarita Sangrada took on El Torito. There was, for the Hardcore Championship, the Messiah Ricky Banderas versus Vampiro, and what they called the Battle of the Vampires. Great DVD by the IWA promotion itself, and IWA Puerto Rico. Next up, Jersey All-Pro Wrestling Base Brawl 2. This show took place in Trenton, New Jersey. Some of the notable guys on here were actually Danny Doran, Pinky Sanchez, Steve Carino, the late Trent Acid, Loki, Sanjay Dutt, and Teddy Hart. My favorite match on here was the main event, Loki and Acid versus Dutt and Hart. Also, Danny Doran, Pinky Sanchez wasn't a bad match. And actually one of my favorite tag teams, the Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, is on here. They always put on a good match. So, check it out. Okay, the next DVD is Full Impact Pro Emergence. This was the first DVD of 2. This was actually a 16-man tournament to crown FIP's first ever champion. Some of the notable wrestlers in here were actually Austin Aries, CM Punk, Homicide, AJ Styles, and Just Incredible. My favorite match on here would have to be Homicide versus AJ Styles, because they actually did this match before their feud in TNA, which was pretty sweet to actually see them go at it before TNA. Alright, next is a joint DVD with Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling. Best of the American Super Juniors Tournament. This was a tournament that the winner would get to go to the Super J Cup in Japan. There was some controversy about this tournament, though, because there were 2 Japanese wrestlers in there, Black Tiger and Dragon Soldier B. But the main event on here was actually Austin Aries versus Homicide. And that match actually took place on the New Japan mat. So that was pretty cool how they changed the mats just for the main event. The tournament itself is great. It's like high-flying action and the Super Juniors. A lot of great guys in there. So, pick it up if you get the chance. Next is Jersey All-Pro Wrestling Homecoming in Rahway, New Jersey. The main event was actually Jay Lethal versus Steve Carino. You also had a light heavyweight championship match, B-Boy versus Azrael. Trent Acid wrestled the Sandman on this DVD, so that was pretty good. Other than that, that's really about it. Like I said, Lethal defends his heavyweight belt against Carino, so, what else can you really ask for? Jersey All Pro is my home fed, so, I follow them a lot. Next is Hardcore Homecoming, an extreme reunion. Philadelphia, PA at the old ECW Arena. This was actually put together by Shane Douglas. The main event was actually a three-way dance, no rope, barbed wire. Sabu versus Terry Funk versus Shane Douglas. You also had Raven versus Sandman. You had Cronus and New Jack taking on Ian and Axel Rotten. There's a tribute to all the fallen heroes of ECW. Just great if you really want to see old school ECW without Vince McMahon's input. Okay, next, I was actually at this show. It's the first one-night stand in New York, in the Hammerstein Ballroom. This was a great show to see live. I had a blast, not even with the actual show, but outside the venue. It was like old school ECW, best example. Guy was walking in front of the crowd. He was carrying a briefcase. We just started a guy with briefcase. I mean, shocked him. He looked like he was scared, but that's good. Favorite match on here. Not even so much favorite match. Favorite moment was when Sandman came out and everybody started to sing Enter Sandman. That just made my night. So, if you don't have it, pick it up. Alright, next is Ring of Honor, Joe versus Kobashi. Once again, we're back in New York. For this one, no matter what, the main event was the best match. It was Kento Kobashi versus Samoa Joe. Hard-hitting match. You see Joe after the match in a little bit of footage, and you just see the welts on his chest from all the chops that Kobashi gave him. What else can I say? It was just very hard-hitting. If you like the strong style wrestling, just for that match, watch it. Alright, the final DVD for this section is Shimmer, Women's Athletes Volume 1. Shimmer is an all-women's promotion. Very huge now. My favorite match on here, I would actually have to say, would be, well, all of them are great. If I really had to pick one, I would say Lacey versus Daisy Hayes and Sarah Del Rey versus Mercedes Martinez. I mean, Mercedes Martinez is great. She's a great Latina who knows how to throw down, knows how to fight. But yeah, if you get a chance, watch any of the Shimmers.
Orgullosamente latino hasta la muerte y después. Worldwide Latino pride, the ambassadors of violence. LAX, K-Dog, the notorious 187 homicide.
Bang the dang the dang dang. Don't say nothing. Bang the dang the dang dang. We be jumping. Bang the dang the dang dang. Just act like you know. And homie, stop rocking.
Through stomping. I'm from Miami, not Compton. Down with the essays in the 6-4 hopping. To my boricuas in the 787. And those up in Brooklyn pulling 211.
I come through stomping, rolling in my low top chucks, making sure you suckers feel me every time we buzz. Shackled up like a nut, going 50, 150. G'd up and the feet up, creased up in some dickies.
I rap a lot, like the label out of Houston. Sneaky like the clucker in the shop, straight boosted.